Hello everyone. So I'm making this video for those that are carers. So if you're like a care assistant, you're a carer basically, and you want to relocate abroad. So the UK has been like the hotspot for carers, and recently it's not been that easy for foreign carers, international carers, to move down to the UK anymore. Like it's been like the hardest thing. The care homes in the UK that have the license, to hire overseas carers are no longer willing to do that. They want to hire carers that are already in the UK. So in 2022, right? This was like the hottest pathway into the UK, like, because the requirements were really low. And that's another reason why people really flocked to the UK as carers, because the requirements for being a carer in the UK was very low. You didn't need a background in health. And at some point, when it first started, you didn't even need like work experience as a carer. They were hiring, like, I know people that came into the UK as carers with no experience in health, like none at all, no background in health and all. It was that low requirement. And that was why people were like looking to the UK to move down to the UK as carers. But as time went on, it started getting more difficult. At first, you needed to have volunteered for at least 3 months. Then it was now 6 months, and it now turned to 1 year, and it now turned to a case where voluntary work was no longer like acceptable. They needed paid care work and that kind of thing. So it just got tougher and tougher. And right now, it's like really hard to see a job ad where they are saying they want to hire, people that are outside the UK. Even when they say visa sponsorship is available, they would say for UK, residents only, that you need to be in the UK already to get those jobs. And most times they even say you need to have the right to work in. It's not really been easy, right, for international carers to move down to the UK anymore. So it's really important to look at other countries, okay? And it so happens that this particular country I want to talk about in this video is so amazing for carers. Like it's now like the easiest, like the most juiciest, right? UK is no longer like the hottest anymore. This new country is the hottest. In the UK, if you move down to the UK as a carer, right, after 5 years is when you can apply to be a permanent resident. 5 years. But in this other country, it's just 1 year. Having worked as a carer for just 1 year in this country, you can apply for permanent residency. So that is one of the most amazing things about this particular country, and that is why I am bringing it to you. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about how to move down to this country as a carer and just important information, right? So just stick with me in this video to get to know how you can move down to this country that is not the UK as a carer, and it's really juicy right now. So if you're just meeting, my name is Jackie. You're welcome to the channel. Here I share information to help you relocate abroad, to study, to work, and to live. So if this is something you're interested in, then do hit the subscribe button so you can be seeing my videos. All right. And thank you so much for returning subscribers. Thanks for all the support. I really, really appreciate you coming back to watch my videos. All right, so let's get into the juicy info, okay? So this amazing country I've been talking about is Canada. Canada is accepting carers at the moment, and it's a very good offer. Like after 1 year, you can apply for permanent residency. The Canadian government announced this recently, and it's going to start in April, like next month. So there are three ways you can move to Canada as a carer. There are three ways. You can either move under the Live-in Caregiver program, the Home Child Care Provider, or the Home Support Worker Pilot. So you can apply through one of these three programs, right, to move down to to Canada as a carer. So let me just talk about the Canada Living Caregiver Program. So who can apply, right? Who can apply for this? So the Canada Living Carer Program, the LCP. So I'm going to be using LCP a lot in this video. So it's for foreign nationals, who wish to be employed by a Canadian citizen as a caretaker, a nanny, for their children, or someone with disabilities in their home. So this, will provide direct pathway to permanent residency. So just after 12 months, that is 1 year of being a living carer in Canada, you're eligible to apply for permanent residency. So this is really amazing. So for the LCP, you're basically working as a living carer. So you're going to be living in the home of your employer. So let me talk about the other options for becoming a caregiver in Canada, which is the home child care provider. And for this one, right, is to help busy parents, watch after their children, and you may also be required to help out with household duties. So this care can be provided either in the employer's home or in the employee's home. Okay, so this is not the case where you have to live with your employer. So you can provide this care in either homes, right? And this pilot is open to applicants who are interested in jobs such as babysitting, private home caregiver, nanny, parent helper, foster parent, child caregiver in a public setting such as a gym or shopping center. So, there are different settings to offer this care. And the third one is a home support worker provider. So this one is aimed to caring for senior citizens, people with disabilities, and individuals going through rehabilitation. Okay. So responsibilities typically include preparing meals, feeding, bathing, changing dressing, administering medications, and other routine housekeeping duties. Okay, so for this one, if you're interested in jobs such as at home attendant for persons with disabilities, family caregiver, home support worker, housekeeper, living carer for seniors, personal aid, home support, personal care attendant, respite worker, and home visitor for infant care. So if you're interested in any of these job titles, then you can apply for the home support worker provider. Okay, so there are actually three pathways to do this. So the beauty about becoming a carer in Canada, so there are different categories and it starts from even having no experience. So even if you don't have any experience in this, there's a category for care for you, okay? So there's a category for those that have no experience. There's a category for those that have less than 24 months experience, and there's another one for those that have over 24 months experience, right? So it's for different experience levels, and that is the beauty of this. And the age limit is from 18, and there's no upper, age limit. So once you're up to the age of 18, you can take up a carer job in Canada. So there are so many of these jobs out there, and the pay is quite good. It's above minimum wage. So there are many students in Canada that take up these care jobs, and it's a very good way to, get into the health career in Canada. So I did a lot of research about jobs in Canada for carers, and I saw so many of them, and the pay was quite good. It's above the minimum wage, right? So you're going to be earning good salary as a carer in Canada. And like I said, there are different experience levels that are needed, to get these jobs, from zero experience to as much experience as you have. There's something for everybody. So you can go on job sites like Indeed and look for these care jobs in Canada and apply for them. And if you're already in Canada, you can also explore these carer jobs. There are a lot of students, international students in Canada taking up these jobs, and even dependents, in Canada also taking up these jobs. So it's something you really need to look into. The pay is good. You don't need much work experience for this, and you don't even need like a degree for this as well. I saw, some of these job ads that did not require like a degree, like a university degree, but you need like other care certificates and things like that. So I guess I'm going to be doing another video to show you some of these jobs, but the purpose of this video is just to let you know that there are other countries, you can move to as a carer, and it's even better than being a carer in the UK. And one of the biggest reasons why I say this is better than the UK is because just after 1 year of working as a carer in Canada, you can apply for permanent residency, whereas in the UK you need to work for 5 years before you can apply. So that is really good. So if you're looking to move to a new country to settle, you want to get your PR as soon as possible, and Canada is a place for you. So do explore this. If you want to talk to me privately about this, my email is open. You can send me an email. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to do another video to show you jobs in Canada for carers. All right. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Just support the video and also share it with others as well. My name is Jackie. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.